Can this old fella get the nomination if his beliefs are an abomination? Add Bernie Sanders to the island of crazed oddities looking for the Democratic nomination. He's been in politics forever and hasn't combed his hair in 35 years. Look, Bernie's a white guy in his 70s, which for the Democrats is worse than worshiping Satan. But he almost beat Hillary in the 2016 primary, so maybe he thinks he can get the nomination if she's not running. I mean, who else could do it? Kirsten Gillibrand? Who's paying attention to her?
I don't think you should back away from the bold ideas that the base and the grassroots care about. Sorry,
I'm just trying to get some ranch.
Go ahead.
It would have been better if she had asked Gillibrand for the ranch. Pro tip, don't ever be the candidate standing in the way of ranch dressing. It's the best dressing ever. And what about Joe? He told an audience in Germany that America was an embarrassment. His biggest asset is that he's only stupid. Now, if the nomination could end up going to a crunchy old socialist who happens to own 3 homes. Yep, 3 homes. That's 3 more homes than Kat, who still lives in a garage.
Damn.
Yeah, but it'd be fun to watch him versus Trump. What do you think, Bernie?
And its tendency to focus on side issues.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven.
People in the audience, as they approach the book, might be interested in knowing.
When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word, she can get what she came for.
And I just love you. I want to ask just a couple of things about your early life.
Oh, and she's buying her stairway to heaven.
What will Democrats do now that you are responsible and in the leadership?
There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, because you know sometimes words have 2 meanings.
There are so many people who say young people are only activists because they are millennials who are idealistic and think it's cool.
I believe I have gas. Oh, never should have had that 3-bean salad. Always comes back. Why not just have 2 beans? Always the 3 beans. Oh my God, I hope that's just gas. Maybe they'll think Pelosi did it.
Yes. All right, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Does he still have the mojo that he had in 2016?
Well, everyone's trying to get on board with the socialism thing because they put a name in front of a democratic socialism, which is a bunch of nonsense, too.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying they were bragging about, what, $8 million in a few minutes when he announced his candidacy?
Yeah.
He better be giving 70% of that to the Trump campaign, because let's share the wealth a little bit.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. And like the $300,000 on private airfare last month.
Right.
It's easy to be a socialist when you're living like a capitalist, man.
No, that's the only way to do it. What do you think, Kat, as a libertarian? Are you scared that we could have a socialist president?
I love Bernie supporters. They're like, I will not rest until every business in the country has $0. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the Democratic socialists acting like they're so altruistic. Like, oh, look at us. We want to give you this. We want to give you this. We want to give you this. Not like those mean Republicans. No, they want you to be sick, and they want you to be hungry, and then they want to kill your grandma, and then they want you to die after you watch your grandma die. It's like, no, in order to give you something, you have to actually own that first. They're not giving away their own stuff.
Right.
If your boyfriend takes you out to dinner and buys you a present,
right,
which
you would probably be very happy unless you found out that he used your credit card to pay for it, which is only acceptable if you are 9 and that person is your mother and you made it on construction paper or whatever. But no, I'm sick of them pretending that it's about generosity. It's not about generosity. It's about control. It's about big government, and it's about taking from people, not giving.
I agree. Tyrus, the illusion is that government services are free and the socialists are actually giving it to you when, in fact, it's taking from the free market.
Yeah, that's deep. That's great, Greg. The illusion is the media. And to go back, America's not walking around trying to be victims, what you talked about, what you talked about earlier. The media is painting victims and expecting the American people to buy into it.
Right.
And the Smollett thing just proved that we're still not buying that.
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders is a legit contender, despite CNN and the other left-leaning media's best efforts. They are pitching this magnificent group of 7 young candidates who are coming in, and then Bernie announced and raised $6 million in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Then they said, well, let's list how much the other guys made. Camilla, not bad.
Yeah.
Took her about a week. She got about $2 million, so she's strong. After that, about $6, $7, $16. I think Pocahontas owes money. And that goes against their message. It was supposed to be this new left.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way they feel that they can. So you watch how this goes down. This is going to be a boring time for President Trump, and I don't know if he's going to be able to handle it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're going to be going after Bernie Sanders for everything because he's not what they want.
That's true.
See, and that's going to be the fun story is how they keep throwing things at Bernie. Though all kinds of little stories are going to leak about him. There's going to be all these anonymous tips about Bernie's behaviors, and maybe there's a 4th house out there we don't know about. Little
in his
bastard
hair.
house somewhere, maybe a little
Maybe a
cabin.
4th house in his hair.
Hangs
Tyrus.
out with Greg Gutfeld on weekends. Like we don't know, but I guarantee you there's going to be some stuff.
I did meet him in a park.
Here we go.
I got to get to Dr. Drew. Last word on this.
In 2 years, old white male becomes completely non-contender.
Yeah,
just being an old white male.
I would say
That's
now. I would say
But
now.
no, I'm saying he was a contender 2 years ago. 2 years goes by, just being an old white male takes him out. That's it.
Exactly.
It's against their religion.